So I have a small cameo in the Space Between Us movie coming out. Some of you guys also know that I want to be a director when I grow up. So I asked the movie studio, yo, is it cool if I have the director, we do an interview? They said yes. Here you go. Peter, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Funny voice, getting over the flu, but I'm okay.
So, do you have a spin-off movie planned for my character? That's the real question that I want to know.
The way I feel about working with you is that even if there wasn't a spin-off, we should create one for you, yes.
Can we like rock, paper, scissors right now? And if I win, then I get my
I
spin-off?
think it's a really good idea.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay, so we'll
This is not fair.
we'll fix that in editing. Well, anyway, I have a script you can look at for some ideas that I had.
Okay.
Ignore the notes on here.
Oh,
That's
you really-
just this
okay,
is
this
another
is-
project I was working on here. It's called sWooZie in Space. No, ignore the notes. Ignore the notes. But that's after this. After Space Between Us is done and all that.
I said to you we should do something.
We did. Yeah, you
did
did.
say that.
Aspiring actors and directors. I have a lot of people who watch my channel who really want to get into this industry. What advice would you have when it comes to any like actors? When
Start with actors.
Yeah, when you're casting, what are you looking for?
You can become a star overnight these days, more than it's ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's fine. I just recommend all would-be actors to work, to do classes, to study. Do the work, and then on the whole, you get to the set, you get to that moment, and actually you can forget the work, and it's always going to be there subconsciously. You know, I just can't stress the need to prepare. So
Right.
to actors, look, do all the career stuff you can do. Of course, it's really tough, but study the craft because it's a fantastic craft.
And for directing, because that's as we've talked on set.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. A lot of my subscribers are really getting into the whole directing thing now and editing as well.
Don't think that there's nothing between I want to be a director and my first chance to direct way over there. There are so many now little tiny steps you can take. Be driven by your passion, okay? Mm-hmm. The ambition for the job in hand, the details, the work, and then the byproduct will be status, hopefully.
What was your favorite scene to edit
Good question.
on The Space Between Us?
I think in answer to your question, it would be something like the scene where he's running to get on the biplane. You have sent yourself so many gifts, little rewards in advance that you unwrap in the cutting room and go, oh my God, it works.
What was it like working with like Asa and Gary and all these talented people?
Gary, you know, we both come from very boringly respectable British theatre, you know. So with Gary, it's a real shorthand. Now with Asa, you know, I loved him because I knew I was going to push him and increase his range. And if you're going to do that with an actor, it has to be done from a place of real confidence. And you have to do it carefully and you have to do it slowly, you know. So, and he rose to all of it.
Right.
You know, his range is great in this movie, you know.
Well, the movie also has a lot of messages.
I always also, when I start on a project, I have to have a theme. I have to know what the theme is. And those words that you choose really, really carefully are so vital. Isolation and connection amplified by the vastness of space. Because that's what I loved about it. By virtue of a visitor coming from Mars to Earth, who's an Earthling but has never visited Earth, and is so in awe of it, and insists on asking people, what's your favorite thing about Earth? That we would have a revisit, a re-appreciation of our own planet because of that perspective. I think that I would hope that's what people feel.
Guys, well, the movie is The Space Between Us is coming out February 3rd. I think one more round of rock, paper, scissors to talk about this. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
That's terrible.
Well, yeah, we're done here. We're done.
Do it again.
Turn the cameras off, guys. Thanks, Peter.